Chapter 4. He finally noticed me. He never looked my way. Not at first. That's how most young men are when they believe they're the main character. The world isn't made of people. It's made of extras. Background noise, furniture with faces. I was just the old man across the street. Same chair, same cup, the same book that never seemed to end. He never asked what I was reading. He never asked if I was waiting for someone or if I ever left that porch. And I never gave him a reason to ask, but I watched him. Not how a neighbor watches, but how a man watches himself in younger skin. The pacing, the need to be seen, the exhaustion that always arrives right after the high of being impressive wears off. One afternoon, he stepped out of his house too quickly. No shirt, just joggers and that chain. He was muttering to himself, frustrated, looking for something he'd already lost. Keys, maybe, or a moment he didn't want to face. Then he stopped, right there in the middle of his porch, eyes scanning the street, not to find something, but not to find it. And that's when it happened. He looked at me, not a glance, not an accident. His eyes locked on mine, just for a second. Long enough to acknowledge I'd been there, watching, witnessing, knowing. It wasn't gratitude, wasn't anger. It was recognition. Like he'd finally noticed the mirror wasn't in his bathroom. It was sitting on a porch across the street in a wooden chair with arms that creaked. He didn't wave, didn't nod. He just stood there, and I let the moment be. You don't interrupt a man when he's beginning to feel something honest. That kind of thing is fragile like dust in light. After a beat, he turned away, walked back inside. But the porch light stayed off that night, and for the first time since he moved in, he didn't play music. That silence? It didn't sound like loneliness. It sounded like a man starting to hear himself, without needing an audience.